Welcome to this tutorial, and I'm going to show you how to create a white noise riser using synthesis techniques in ZyLogic. This is a good one to add to your composition. It's nice for a transition between one section and another section, kind of adding it with a drum fill. It's used a lot in dance music. So this is how you do it. You're going to create a software instrument track. Make sure you untick Open Library. You can get your extra details there, and this should create a blank instrument track for you. It should look something like that. Okay, so first of all, if there is anything on the channel, then just get rid of it by going up to settings here and reset. That will just clear everything off if there is anything there. And then you're going to want to go to your instrument drop down menu, and you're looking for the ES2 synthesizer. What we're looking for is a white noise sound, essentially, which you can get from this oscillator here. There's the noise option. We want to just hear that, so probably the best thing to do is to reset the synth. You can do that by going up to your drop down menu, tutorial settings, analog saw, init. So that sets us back to a sawtooth wave, but we don't want to hear that, so let's turn that oscillator off. And then you've got this mixer here, so this one allows us to listen to that oscillator. If we move it over to here, we're listening to oscillator 2. If we move it down here, we're listening to oscillator 3. So that's where we want it. I'm going to switch on oscillator 3 and just scroll it around to white noise. There we go. And it doesn't matter what key you play, because white noise won't pitch or change frequency when you move up and down the keyboard. Okay, so all I'm going to do is record this, and you're probably going to want a bar or a couple of bars. That's all you want with a white noise riser. It's like I said, it's just to kind of accompany a drum fill, and you hear it a lot in dance production. So here we go. Alright, excellent. So I'm going to quantize this to a whole note just to make sure that I get my beginning of my note bang on bar 2 there. Let's just trim it back a bit. Excellent, so we've got some white noise there. So the next bit is to do the rising bit, which is simply a filter sweep. Really easy to do this. You're going to use EQ and automation to be able to accomplish this filter sweep. So if you double click on EQ on the channel, and what we're looking at doing is automating a low pass filter, or another name for that is a high cut. So here's the switch to switch on a high cut filter, and to make it really dramatic and interesting and sound kind of strong, I would make the steepness of the filter a bit more steep, and you can do that by increasing this control here. And we've got 48 dB per octave, and if I bring that down, there we go. So I'm just pulling the frequencies down there. And you can see it's quite a steep filter shape there. You can make it sort of smooth, less dramatic or whatever. So we'll go for a steep filter, and this is the kind of effect we're going to go for. I'll just do it with my mouse. That sort of thing, but it's going to be a lot better than that because I'm going to automate that, and it'll be a lot easier than trying to move this with my mouse. So I'm looking at, I need to automate this control. So let's do that. Very easy to do. First of all, we need to open up automation. You can do that by pressing the A on your keyboard, and automation options pop up on the track. You will need to turn on this read option down here, your automation mode. At the moment it's currently turned off, so we're not seeing any lines that we can draw on. So just click on the little on button, and then you sort of see the automation line here. So it defaults to volume, and you guys know how to do volume automation, but if you want to automate like a control on the EQ, you're going to click on the drop down menu. Because we put all EQ on there, it's appeared in my list, and it's the high cut frequency that I'm looking to program in here. So let's choose that. So I think my phone's about to ring, and I'm just going to pull this all the way down to 20 Hertz to start off with at the beginning of the white noise, and I'm going to rise it all the way up to 20k. And that's it. Got a nice smooth line now. We open up the EQ, we can see this when I press play as well. That bit smaller. There we go. Ready? Here we go. There we go. So if you put a drum fill under that or a snare roll or something like that, it will just help to add to the energy and make it sound really, really cool. There we go, that's how you do a white noise riser.